It says for questions 1, 2, and 3, you're going to use the following information. The word mathematics is written on 11 slips. Now, they're kind of making the question harder using 11. 11 stinks. 11 is a number that makes repeating patterns. It says, and it's shuffled, a student randomly selects one slip of paper. Each probability is a fraction decimal percent. Probability of an H. I got to look through. I only got one H. It's 1/11. Now, 1 divided by 11 is going to give me 0.0909090909090909090909. They didn't tell me in here to round to the 10th place or the 100th place. So they're hoping that you see, when you see this on your calculator, 0.090909, and also be careful, you got one of those crazy calculators that rounds up. Since it's at a 9, you could end up with a 1 from that 9 sometimes. So don't ever look at the last digit. I want you to write 0.09 repeating bar. Now, to convert it from a decimal to a percent, 2 spots to the right, 9.09 repeating bar percent. Next question, number 2 says an M or a T. The word or in mathematics. What's your question? No. Technically, since I'm doing it right in class for you, they didn't tell me to round. Since they didn't tell me to round, I think we could take that big, gigantic leap. And since you got everybody has a pencil, you can quickly add that in. Put your decimal on the end of that because, technically speaking, it does have a repeating pattern that goes forever, and I could use a repeating bar. Next one, M or T. M. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 11s. Now, 4 divided by 11. It's going to give me one of those crazy patterns again. 0.36363636. I'm going to call it 0.36 repeating bar. Slide me 2 spots to the right. 1, 2. I get 36.36 repeating bar percent. Last one says not an S. Okay, I got to go look through and I count through. I think it's actually easier to count my S's and subtract it out. You could go and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 that are not S's. Or I think it's easier to say I got 1 S subtracted from 11, I get 10. 10 11s. 10 divided by 11 is going to give me a big old number as well. I end up with, anybody in here get this one actually? What do I get? Yeah. What do I get? 0.9909090. How do I write it? Now, I always laugh because some people are going to think, hey, I don't need the 0. Let's drop it off there. No, because that would be 0.9999999. The 0 is needed as a placeholder. Now I slide it over 2 spots, I get 90.90%. Now, I will forewarn you, I'm not teaching you and making sure that you understand the repeating bar pattern. You're going to have to. The one on your test is going to be a nice even number. Don't freak out over too much over it. Yeah, what's your question? That's awesome, so we don't have to redo that whole video. That's a good save. Also, I'm going to sneak in something for extra credit on one of the videos, so you're going to have to watch all of them tonight to figure out what my one thing is.